Right, just either the right. What's going on? Oh my god. Yup. Let's turn that down a bit. Thank you. Alright. There, right, finally. I made it. Right, let's do some Eastcoastway. I haven't done that for the last 100 years. I don't know what to do. Ugh. Ugh. Ugly. Horrible. Don't like that. Right, let's do an all-stop service to Lewis to kick things off. Nice, easy start. Started going back into, you get back into the thick of Eastcoastway very briefly, of course. Hope everyone has all had a good day, good start to their week. I hope everyone is safe and well. Oh, class 20, it's coming in less than 48 hours. Ooh, I'm excited for it, man. So excited. Right, I've got to remember the procedures of the 377. Oh, hot tea. I'll probably burn the floor, but never mind. 1750 service. I'm quite late in the day. Oh my god. You can tell I haven't been on here for like 100 years. Oh, of course. Need. God. Right, now I know there were some switches here. No. Vigilance. Oh, I'll have to keep going from... Is that it? Yeah. Oh, I just need to go back there a minute. Is there something else there? No, there wasn't. Right, we'll just close that door. I think we're all good to go. Sit in the chair. Oh, did I? Oh, it opens itself. Oh, okay. I'm not going to bother then. Oh my god. You can tell I haven't been in this cab. Oh, that's the whistle. That's the couple of mechanisms. The cab line. Where are we going? We're going to Seaford, aren't we? Signal. MCB. AC temperature. Oh yeah, we need the headlights, don't we? Be daytime? Nighttime? Presume nighttime, wouldn't it? How do we get on that thingy-bob? The left panel, here we go. We're going to destination Lewis. Congratulations. Oh god, I'm not ready to go yet. I can tell how rusty I am at this, but look at that. Oh, get out of the way, stupid thing. Yeah, well, we're in Lewis. Lewis? Brighton. God, mind is not working well. Right, let's go on a tour. Let's go to Lewis. Easy peasy to start with. Oh yeah, I forgot about that little horn. First stop is London Road at 1755. Right, let's just try and keep things nice and steady. Keep the ship steady. Whoa. Look at that, 377. Pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, London Road 1755 is now what, 1753. I'll look at the chats in a minute, people, when I stop at London Road very briefly. Apologies on my rustiness on Eastcoastway, but I was a bit bored, so I thought I might as well do a stream. Yeah, I mean, I know I've got work again tomorrow, but yeah, I'm a bit bored really. Oh yes, did any of you get an update? I was playing on a... What was I playing a Gran Turismo and a Call of Duty tonight, and I got a notification saying my game received an update. I wasn't expecting that. Did any of you get an update on Train Sim World? Right, here we are, approaching London Road. Oh yes, nice and easy, there we go. How good are the brakes? Yeah, pretty good, aren't they? Oh yeah. Every time when you don't visit a route for so long, and it feels like a new experience, you know, because you forget everything. Here we are at London Road. Right, now let's take a look at the chat. Jason Burton, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Do you have a cup of tea? I do. The Derpy Kitten, oh, hello there. You like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. Right, A-Trail, good afternoon. That's, of course, from the United States. This is a nice route, however, I wish we got the full Brighton to Ashford route. Yeah. Instead of Brighton to Respawn. Yeah. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Jason, I got an update on Train Sim on the Xbox One S. Yes, it's the update for the upcoming Class 20. No bug fixes as always. Ah, no, you're wrong there, actually. Hold your horses, A-Trail. I did look at the patch notes, and there is quite a significant update. There's only one big update. They actually have completely remodeled the simulations for the Class 47 on Northern Transpennine. They've actually addressed the 47 being too weak, if you like, on Transpennine. Basically, not much power. So that is very interesting. That they finally managed to sort out the 47 on Transpennine. So I look forward to giving that a go in another stream sometime. See if the 47 can really do justice on the twisting, difficult gradients of Transpennine. So I'm pleased that they have sorted it out, at least on paper, by what they say. But whether the resimulations or the fixes to the 47 have worked, of course, that remains to be seen. But hey, it's not just a patch for the introduction, of course, of the Class 20, but it's nice that they fixed something, so we can all celebrate. Hooray! They fixed something. Better late than never, I suppose. And that could be actually the last ever update to this game. It could be, if they're not, because of what they say that they're not going to release anything, you know, any DLCs after the 20. That could have been the last ever update to this game. So it's not bad for me because it's on my favourite route on Transpennine. So that's not a bad way to do the last update, is it? Anyway, the next stop is Malscombe, well, however you say it, 1757. We're doing okay for time. I looked on the forums for the update, if you must know. It was on the PlayStation update. I don't know if there was any updates for PC, like, or for the Xbox, but on PlayStation 4 we've got the resimulations of the 47 on just Transpennine, not West Somerset, just Transpennine, but it's very positive, and I look forward to testing it. There we go, we're just cruising into Malscombe. Right, let's take a look at the chat. Hey Danny, good to see you. Jason, looking forward to the Thursday Class 20. Have you played World of Subways 3 or 4? Oh, which one was it? Was it World of Subways 3 with the circle line? Was it 4? No, I think it was World of Subways 3. Yeah, but I have played the circle line, albeit this was years ago. And I really quite enjoyed it. Even though it's quite an old game. It's quite an enjoyable, very authentic experience, as you would expect when it comes to World of Subways. I don't know if they still make games for them now, but yeah, it was good fun. The NTP 47 was already patched in the PC. Was it already? Oh right, okay. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, it's nice that the PlayStation's got it then. About time, I suppose. Better late than never. But I look forward to testing it. See if it really does do justice. Jason gets to the chopper now. Yeah, get to the chopper. Arr. Hey, could you imagine if, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, imagine if he did the voiceover for the tutorial of the Class 20. That will be awesome. I must say, speaking of the Eastcoastway, the Class 377 is quite an easy locomotive to drive, even with all the safety systems turned on. It's very easy to get to grips with, and in quite a quick period of time as well. Because I've got all the safety systems turned on, at least as I'm all the ones I can think of, and because it's such an easy thing to drive, even with the safety systems turned on, that furthermore makes it feel more, I don't know, real. In a more, you know, when you drive certain trains or routes, even some that you don't like, or driving a train with some safety systems that you're not always not keen on trying, like various safety systems or something like that. With the 377, it's very easy to dive into the detail, so to speak, of what the 377 has to offer, and obviously it produces a more realistic experience, I feel, and a much more quickly, particularly to new players, of course. I want to just, you know, get straight in and experience a proper oh my Jesus Christ, what's going on? Brakes on, innit? God, that's weird. Moved backwards for a moment there. Oh, hello, we got someone else here. Who are you? We got one going to Brighton, and there's us going to Lewis. Hey, don't worry, people. That stadium will soon be full of football again. This weekend. My God, I have missed football. It's tomorrow night, isn't it? Is Aston Villa versus Sheffield United and Manchester City versus Arsenal. I look forward to seeing what that's like, particularly behind closed doors. I mean, that would be weird. Anyway, time to go. The next stop is Lewis. Let's go, let's go. Here we go. I'll have a look at the chat in a minute, people. I do apologise. I should have looked at it before then, but I was too busy looking at the stadium. And I need a cup of tea. I need to sip. Ugh, God, don't want to break it, smash my cup and ruin everything. Whoa, that's hot. Next stop is Lewis, 1808. There we go. Now I can have a look at the chat while we're just. God, Atra hope Timo Studios make a world of Subways 5. You never know. Jason Burton, you are targeted for Chopperation. The train spotlight. Hey, how are you? Who's out for TSW 2? Jason Burton's looking forward to it. I'm not too particularly excited. Well, most people know my views on it. 50-50, I think. I think 50-50 is more than fair enough, really. The new routes are exciting. I think everything else other than the new routes is falls a bit on the wayside. But then again, regular viewers of my streams and videos, you know my feelings, so I'm not just going to repeat myself. And for those of you who are here on watching my stream for the first time, just look back at other streams and you'll know what I mean. I can't be bothered to go into detail about why I don't like this or I do like that and whatever. It gets a bit tiresome in the end. Oh, lovely. Yeah, the Class 20 is coming very, very soon. Of course, I'll be covering everything the Class 20 has to offer. I'll be releasing tutorial and of course the free services that accompanies for Class 20, and of course make sure to tune in either Friday night, Saturday night or Sunday night for a stream on the Class 20 in service mode on Tees Valley and maybe West Somerset as well. I'm keen to give it also a crack on West Somerset. Interesting to see what it's like to drive on that, I must be honest. It's weird they didn't add it to Eastcoastway though. I find that very strange. Because all the other old locos that can be used on the rail tour servers of Eastcoastway, it's a strange one why they couldn't use for Class 20. I wouldn't have minded if they used two of them to pull the Long Express. Because obviously I doubt one would do it, even though it would have a Class 66 at the back. I don't know, the 66 at the back doesn't really do anything, does it? It doesn't really give the locos up front a helping hand. It's just there, you know, just for realism's sake, I suppose. Okay, 1.3 miles time. Whoa, we need to brake. Get under that speed limit. Whoa, my game froze. No, there we go. Phew. Thought my game broke again. It's been doing that an awful lot. I mean, people on my streams will know. It keeps, every time, 1 minute it freezes and the whole thing just says, nope, I'm not going to play. Not going to play ball. I'm just saying to myself, I'm like, bitch, you will do it. You will play ball. I'll make sure you will. Right. Approaching Lewis now. Under 0.7 of a mile to go. We've got a 10 mile per hour speed limit. I wonder how busy it's going to be. 18:05. It could be busy. Not too sure. Tea is nice and hot. Right. Need to get under that 10 mile per hour speed limit, I'm afraid. Right, approaching Lewis. Hideous speed limit, 10 miles an hour. Ugh. Horrible. Oh, come on, speed up a bit. There you go. Okay, approaching Lewis. No, of course this is where our train ends, isn't it? We're doing the back and forth service from Brighton to Lewis. Or Lewis to Brighton. I could ask you all, you 11 viewers or however many I've got tonight. Which one should we do next? Should we do Brighton to Eastbourne, or Eastbourne to Brighton, or Brighton to Seaford, maybe? I'm not entirely fussed. So you can all decide which path I should take next on the Eastcoastway. Here we are. While you're all deciding, I'm pulling into Lewis. It's a very rare moment of a community interaction. They are the deciders on what I do next on the Eastcoastway. Oh, well, we made it. That's a good start. Oh god, what was that moving around for? Get out of it. Whoa, that's difficult. Balancing a cup of tea on my knee. I just want to see that. Let's do it that way, it's cool. There we go, that's a better view. There's many trains about in this station today. No, really only ones. That's the first. Oh god, I thought the game broke then. No, we've been finished. Gold medal! Yay! That's nice. 18 minutes. That's alright, isn't it? I was about to look at the chat then. Oh well, we'll go back to the main menu anyway, so we can decide what's next. Come on. Thank you. Main menu. Thank you very much. Right. God, the chat's gone bonkers. I do apologise. Jason Burton's looking forward to the tube. Is it the PG Tips tea bag? No, I don't have PG Tips. I don't have. Who leaves their tea bag in their cup of tea? I don't. Take it out and put it in the bin. HR the Bakerloo line for me is one. Secret, but the 31 was never announced to be there until the stream. Whoever showed it off. Yeah. I remember that, yeah. HRL, it is true, but the D-tube lines no air conditioning, and also subservice lines no air conditioning. And do you know what is the longest line in the underground? I have no idea off the top of my head. Well, Northern Line, I think? That's a guess, I don't know. I know one tube line's what, 50 odd miles, I don't have a clue. Someone will know. Alright, but here we go. We've got Brighton to Eastbourne, Brighton to Seaford, and Brighton to Seaford and London Victoria to Seaford. So basically, Brighton to Seaford wins. Now I've got to find one. I'll do journey mode because I like the... no, actually, no, screw it. It's just more kind of busy time-ish. Look at all those trains. Let's do summer cloudy. Brighton to... See, here we go. Brighton to Seaford 10:41. You got it. Brighton to Seaford. Jason Burton outvoted. Well, there you are. It's just like the politics. Outvoted. HLV London Victoria to Seaford service is basically a Lewis to Seaford service, but with 8-car trains. London Victoria. Oh yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I could have done that, but I think it's very early in the morning, so the graphics on the stream, you won't be able to see much. No, I'm doing the same stupid mistake every time. The cab light on? I don't know. Now, what does vigilance mean? Someone can answer that. What does DRA mean? Thank you. Vigilance, I've never heard of it before. I wonder what these screens do. Oh, that's the door. I was going to say, like, what's that do? Tail lights, daytime. There's a cab light button on here somewhere. A notice board light. Another thing to press. Oh, the cab light is off. Wow, it's very bright in here, I must admit, even by my standards. Probably because we're facing the sun, that's why. So another train coming in. You bet. Yeah, it can get quite busy in Brighton. It's a good place to go and spot if you want. There's like... he's just come in from... Where's that train come from? Yeah, just come from the depot, is he? Hey, whoa, where's he come from? 1, 2... Yeah, there's that long train, which always sits there most of the day. Oh, I've got to go now. I ain't going yet. Where have you come from? You an AIOE train? Yeah, you've come to Brighton, my friend, but where have you come from? Probably London, I imagine. I've never seen that. I've never seen the train enter from the tunnel just outside the station there. Very interesting. Things you learn every day. Alright. Nope. Right, the first stop is, of course, London Road at 10:45. The thing that annoys me with this route is that I think it could have quite easily have had another toy to play with, if you like a 313 or a 345, because then it would add a lot more playability to this route, I feel. And that's quite sad, really, because it's not going to happen, is it? We're never going to get an update loco add-on to it, not in the Train Sim World version we've got now, which is, for me, it is a huge surprise, because I honestly would have thought the next loco add-on would be to this route. I would have never thought we would get another loco add-on. As much as I'm pleased I am to have the Class 20, but come on, I mean, who would have bet your chances of getting another loco add-on to Tees Valley? I didn't. But that's the way it goes. I mean, will we get a loco add-on to this ever? Maybe, but with the announcement of Train Sim World 2, everything's all thrown in the air in terms of loco add-ons to the newer routes, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, we're approaching London Road at 10:45. If Danny's around, he might know this. Do they have announcements on these, on the southern trains that go from Brighton? Is there like an announcer? You know, it arrives at a station, or... I imagine there isn't. Probably not. Okay. Good God. Right. But Class 27 is as teasing. Yes, it is. What's the longest ever route you've done on Train Sim World 2020? Well, the longest ever route? Do you mean the longest ever service? I know what the longest route is. Is it Peninsula Corridor? I think that's currently the longest route, and it will be on this game. I think off the top of my head, it might be one of the earlier ones. I'm not sure. If you're asking services, then yeah, and Danny Holland, he knows. I remember I did a stream that was over, what, 3 hours long, and there was one particular service. Oh my God, it just went on and on and on, never stopped. I think it was Peninsula Corridor service, actually, which was taking the cab car, and I accidentally picked one that did which stopped at every single station. It killed me. You need a lot of patience for that route, especially doing passenger services. It can get at times very tiring, because it's quite a long trek. Even doing one service, I think it takes an hour and a half, maybe more. It of course depends on other situations, like if there's another train in front of you, like you got to keep going stop and start midway to your next stop, or things like that. So yeah, Peninsula Corridor. And could you imagine what CSX Epical's going to be like doing one run on the CSX Epical? That will take a week. I can imagine it. Oh sugar, and I've overstepped it because I'm an idiot. Oh well. As long as we stop, it doesn't matter. I was too busy thinking about routes. Never mind. As long as we stop, that doesn't matter. We haven't got any more, is there? We're in the signal, is there? Well, I hope not, because we just massively overstepped it. Oopsie there, I do apologise, people. But luckily we can recover it. 10:40 AR, we're on time anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll just stick it at 10. I didn't cock it up, so don't slate me about it. I'm not the best driver in the world. The best driver in the world is Michael Schumacher. much about Michael Schumacher these days. All sorts of rumours going around saying he's dead or something. No one has ever seen him. No one. As always, get well soon, Michael. We're thinking of you. Now I can have a look at the ready chat. Echo, is it true that Southern Rail sucks? Yes, it is. They have a terrible record across the board. Echo, at least you play the 45, 47 and 66 on this route. Yep, that is true. Jamie Game, hey, how are you? Jason Burton, when was the last time you did a stream in a Class 45? I can't remember actually. It's quite a while ago. Well, it was during lockdown, I think, but whoosh. Right. Going backwards, you imbecile, go forward. You can't make Southern even worse. They've already got a bad record. Right, forwards. Next stop is Falmer, 10:51. I'm not sure, Jason, but if you look on my Train Sim World stream playlist, I'm sure you'll find one with the 45 knocking around there somewhere, if you want to see it. But the 45 is one of my favourite locomotives, actually, I'm not going to lie. It's a very good beast to drive. I want to do a Waterloo City Line and Train Sim World too, fair enough. Jamie the Cars 47, A-Trail, Southern does have station announcements in the game. It does, but they're the same as in Great Western Express, and they're absolutely crap and outdated, to be honest with you. Danny, there isn't an actual person, no, but there is in train announcements. Oh, I see. Okay. Tyler. Oh, I can have it. Tyler McQueen. Hey, how are you? Nice middle surname, McQueen. Or a central line from Ealing Broadway to Liverpool Street. That's a good shout. A-Trail, I would love the Waterloo and City Line and DSW2. Jaleel Coulter, if that's how you say your name. Hey, how are you? Welcome aboard. Jason Burton, F1 is back in July. Oh no, thanks for reminding me. Cannot wait for F1 to come back. I wonder what happened to Michael Schumacher. I don't know. I mean, I know he had an operation on his head, and then he was allowed to go home and recover. Other than that, no one's heard or seen from him since. No one knows if he can walk, or if he can talk, or if he can see, or if he can hear, or anything. Nobody knows if he's disabled or paralysed, or just no one knows. It's a great mystery. I mean, the only one that does know is his younger brother, or his son, I should say, Mick Schumacher, who's on the verge of going to Formula 1. Another train here as well. Excellent. I do apologise for not keeping up the chat. It's quite a lot to get through. I know a lot of people do feel insulted if I don't read out their what they put down in the chat. So they say, "Oh well, you don't want to read mine. You're ignoring it." No. Don't be stupid. Don't be an idiot. Me too. I'm a bright driver on another line, but good on Great Western Worry. Jamie, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Danny, 7 has a terrible track record, but I've never personally had a bad experience with him. Fair enough. I feel like Great Western Express is the most neglected route. I think the routes in the very beginning are neglected, really, to be honest. The first 3. Jason Cole, check out the 40 stream. Thank you. No worries. My day is sorted. Thursday night. Xbox One X. New DLC. The world is my oyster. Excellent. Lorenzo, hey, how are you? Good to see you. How's your day? My day's been alright. Had a quiet day at work today. Not much going on. I'm doing all different things just to pass the time. Right, next stop is Lewis, 10:58. No, it will be busy at Lewis. That's a guaranteed on this one. Joshua, good to see you. I believe the CSX Heavy Haul line takes about 2.5 hours to drive. Oh wow, that will be a good stream, won't it? Jamie, I might as well drive the 47. Fair enough. Lorenzo, have you bet here the railroad song for Silverton? No, I have. No, probably not. But I bet you if I listen to it again, I probably would recognise it. Tyler McQueen, because if they do the Bakerloo line, TSW2, they must do other London Underground lines. Yeah, I think it opens up the door for other London Underground lines. That's a very good point. Jason Byrne has an ice cream. Really this time? Really? Fair enough. Oh, Jamie, you don't need to do that. My daughter 7. Okay. Lorenzo, I mean, have you ever not bet? I don't know, honestly. I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm not sure, to be honest. Ice cream is good. If it better be a good flavour. Vanilla ice cream's the best. Danny, as far as I can remember, Great Western Express the only route that hasn't had a loco add-on. That is correct. In terms of past routes now, yeah. The only other one was the the Long Island Railroad. Is the A47 today? Okay. Are you happy for the new Train Sim World 2 when it comes out? Yeah, it's a mixed bag. I won't go into it. I've banged on about it enough, but 50-50. That's my honest view. Well, here's a good question for you all. Do you play? What routes are you playing at the moment? Like, what's the route that you keep coming back to that makes you, put a smile on your face? Is it the newer routes, of course? Is it routes from the past that you had to go on? What's the route that every time you fire up this game that makes you go, yeah, I've got to go back to it? For me, it's no surprise here. It's Transpennine, of course. There's just something about that route that just every time I go on it just feels right, especially with the heavy freight pack. Even on its own, it's a good challenge, especially now that the 47's been updated on Transpennine. I very much look forward to seeing what it's like to drive. The last time I drove it struggled to get up a hill, and yeah, I'm on a happy bunny that day. Oh god, no, it's froze. I need to press the button. What is wrong with this game, honestly? If that game, if I came to a standstill because the game froze, I would have not been happy, believe me. I would have been like, that is perjury right there. Danny says Eastcoastway or Transpennine. Good man, Transpennine. Joshua says Transpennine. Excellent. That's the spirit. Everyone likes Transpennine by the sounds of it. I mean, Eastcoastway is a good route, but you run out of things to do very quickly, hence why I think you should have a locomotive add-on. Which, at times, it feels really frustrating that when they do announce, loco add-ons for some of the older routes, you just think, well, why didn't you release it in the first place with the route? You know what I mean? It just makes so much more sense. Obviously, they're not going to do that because for business reasons, of course. They just want as much money as possible in their pockets. Lovely. Good God, all sorts of things here. Warren Crosby, hey, good evening. Good to see you. Joshua, just great. Western, I think is what you mean. Just great, okay. Lit, or L-I-T, Adam, how much will TSWP? It will be in the UK £24.99. If you don't live in the UK, then you can convert that into your own currency. A-Trail, I play for Long Island Railroad, Hempstead Branch, Run Austin, Eastcoastway, Rhineway. I like the 422. I hope we can use the 422 in New Jersey. I hope so, because I played the 422 in my last stream yesterday, I think. No, was it yesterday? I don't know, I've got a terrible memory. No, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Really did, really enjoyed it. DWX, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Jason, I've been doing scenarios at the moment. Going to be oh, I've lost track. Where was it? Just been doing scenarios at the moment. Going to be more route soon. Oh, okay. Using the GWHST recently. Ah, I see. Sanjin, hello, fellow Royal supporter. Yes. Not long until the championship kicks back into action. Not long. As long as you can survive relegation, that's the main thing at the moment. And for Tottenham Hotspur to try and get in the Champions League, even though they haven't got a prayer of doing that, even though we've got a fully fit squad at last. Actually saying that, Dele Alli's banned for one match for being an idiot on Twitter, and Tanganga apparently has got a back injury. I'm like, how do you get a back injury? Training. And also the young striker Troy Parrott's out as well. They injure themselves before you even step their feet on a ruddy pitch. It's ridiculous. Tuesday after this, I'm doing the Easter egg, Easter square. Right, okay. Jamie, how are you? I'm okay. Went over Transparent, just great. Oh, I see. What's your favourite map? Well, Transparent. Tyler McQueen, I'm from the UK and I'm going to get it when it comes out for the first route. I'm doing the Bakerloo line. Jason Burton, do you have a cat? Yes, and he is meowing away, not at me for once. I know exactly what he wants and he can't have it. Begins with F and ends in D. He's not having it. It's quite late anyway, it's just gone 10 o'clock. I might have to let him in a minute if he keeps going on, because it's getting to a point where it's getting a bit annoying. Sanchin, Reading versus Stoke City score prediction. We could possibly get to the playoffs. Ah, you must be joking. The playoffs, what a joke. If we win every game. We won't win every game. There's not a hell hope we will do that. Not a chance we'll get in the playoffs. We need a major restructure of the squad if we're going to do that. Next season, maybe. Score prediction. God. I'd like to say 2-1 to us, to Reading. Stoke are having, well, they are massively underperforming as a squad, because they could quite easily be top 6 contenders, but obviously they're not. I think they're below us in the table, actually, so yeah. Dee, just stopping by really quick. Sins and was going to bed soon, pretty sick, and hope I don't have no corona. Oh shit, well, I hope you get well, Deed. Get well soon, buddy. I hope you don't. Hopefully it's just a little wee sickness bug or something. HO, who do you think will win the 2020 FIA Formula 1? Well, that's easy, isn't it? It's going to be Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton. Regardless, I mean, it would be nice to see something other than Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton win the championship, but I could see only one winner of it, I'm afraid. They've got a pretty good package. Even in testing, they look very, very strong, as they always do, to be honest. My favourite marks is totally right. The cat is live. Yeah, the cat is live. Jason, what's your favourite football team? Well, just say, if you look at my name of my channel, you might find out what it is. The cat is... I hear the cat meowing. Yes, you do. I've got good headphones and a good mic. Jason, Carlos Sainz to Ferrari for the 21-21 season is interesting. Out being a Mercedes 44 Hamilton. Yeah, it is interesting. The most thing I'm interested on is if Fernando Alonso will make a comeback with Renault, or if he comes back at all. I mean, I love Fernando Alonso. It would just be great to have him back. I think F1's missed him. I think everyone's missed him regarding motorsport. You know, he's trying to win all sorts of things. You know, he's been testing cars, everything. You know, racing trucks. He won the Le Mans with Toyota. He's tried the Indy 500 and has failed. 2 attempts actually. He broke down in one of them, and the first one he embarrassingly failed to qualify. Whoa! Brake. That was a little bit too far. Oh well. We're at Southeast anyway. Whoa! Stop! I'm gonna have to let that cat in. He's getting on my nerves. You're joking? I missed Seoul Station. Really? Wow. Funny game. Funny. I stopped and you should have activated the loading door mechanism. Now I don't have a clue where I am on the platform. Where am I? What's going on? Where am I? Am I on the platform? Oh, I'm near it. Oh no, I put an emergency. Oh no, I forgot about this station. This is the station with the cows. I think you're in West Somerset. Oh well. God, I'm going AWOL. Left hand side. Yep, on the left hand side. Yeah, meanwhile, while we're unloading, you can hear the cows. Well, I'm gonna unload the door. Oh. Alright, what's wrong? What's the matter? What's the matter? I'm going to sleep. Good boy. There we go. That's him in. Now I'm gonna get going. It's a nice view, that, isn't it? I quite like this station. It's quite a quaint little place. Oh, now you want to go up here, don't you, cat? Go on. Riv, what are you doing? Make your mind up. I don't hear you. Problem is, I've got this furry quilt on my bed, and he usually sleeps on my bed, but because of his furry quilt, he doesn't like it. So he never sleeps anymore, so all he does is wander around my room aimlessly, don't you? Yes, you do. Right. Oh, freaking hell, what am I doing? Go on, lay down. Good boy. That's it. Shh. You rest now. Alright, end of the day. You can't come to me and stroke because you don't like the quilt. No. Alright. This is a new thing, trying to drive a train, talk to people, and try to keep a cat quiet. I should be a qualified train driver for some exceptional multitasking skills right here. It'd be a good assessment, wouldn't it? Do you have WhatsApp? Actually, no, I don't. Well, I do. I have it, but I don't have the app. I don't use it as much, to be honest, because I just use the messages app on iPhone, of course. Oh God, I've got to use the whistling thing. I do apologise if I didn't use the whistle when I should have, if I went past other whistling signs, of course. Next stop is New Haven Town. 11:09. Ooh, another train. Ooh, we're gonna be close to being late here, I think. Alright, good boy. There we go, straight. Just wants a little scratch. There you go. Um, do you have Messenger? Yes, but you're not going to have it. Simple as that, my friend. If I can call you a friend. Seem very keen to get hold of me. I'm afraid, buddy, you're not gonna get it. Have you ever been on a 377? No, I have not. I'm not planning to, so not anytime soon. It's not quite safe to travel on public transport at the moment. Anyway, you've got to get a mask for public transport, and to be honest, I don't like wearing masks, so I'm not even going to bother. It's not like I take the train to work. Crikey, I'm only, what, 6 miles away. Alright, let's just get down the speed. Oh yeah, one of the 66 is running around here today. That'll be interesting. Yeah, he is, isn't he? There he is, yes! 66. What a... Hello, good to see you, my old friend. And you're in DB Shanker red livery, not EWS. Good to see you, buddy. All these streams I've done on the Eastcoastway, I've never ever seen the 66, and now I have. If I'm wrong, then I apologise. Here we go, now my cat wants to leave. Oh god, hang on, Riv, let me get to New Haven. Excuse me, let me get to New Haven town. Alright. Yes, he's looking at me, saying, why aren't you letting me out? No, I've got to brake. You'll be loud, don't worry. Oh yes, I know, I know. Patience will be rewarded, relax. Bloody annoying you are sometimes, in the most inappropriate times. Right. Oh, unlock the doors. Trees in the way, marvellous. Right, now I've got to let him. Right. That's his little visit over with. Right, there's him gone. What's your cat's name? He's called River. No, Danny, got to go to bed. See you soon. Alright, take care of yourself. Good to see you, Danny. Look forward to hearing from you again soon. New Haven town. Okay. Sanchin, what do we think of Swindon? Yeah, Swindon town. Reading doesn't have any deep rivalries with any other football clubs, really. The only... to be honest, there's not like a big derby, is there? Like the, I don't know, like the M4 derby or whatever it's bloody called. I think Crystal Palace and Brighton, they call it the M23 derby. Because that's the stretch of motorway that covers the two clubs. Anyway, what's the next stop? New Haven Harbour, straight away. What's the point of having New Haven Harbour? New Haven town. It's like a stone's throw away. It'd be quicker to walk there than take the train. Well, it's got to be there, I suppose. I'm sure for logistical reasons, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But this station is pretty cool because obviously you've got the ferry. Oh, gone too soon. Come on. Slacking a bit. There we go. There we go. Magic. There's the ferry. And here, of course, is the what was New Haven Marine Station. Of course, in Train Sim World, it is no more. And in real life. One of the most famous ghost stations in the United Kingdom, I think, back in 2012, 2010, something like that. People were trying to get access to it. I think there was a ghost train that actually used to go there. I don't know. I'm sure if you watch Jeff Marshall, I think he did a video on it once, years and years ago. Anyway. Next stop is Bishopstone, 11:14. That's the time we're going to be there in 1.4 miles time. Now it's single track all the way to Seaford. So we've got that branch line feeling now. You like your number buses? Not a fan of buses, to be honest. HO, do you watch Formula E? Not really. I think the only race I watched was the very first race. And then it didn't really appeal to me. I don't like the kind of vibe that it's all on city tracks, to be honest. Too many of them, to be honest. I would have liked to. I would have liked to see Formula E on some racetracks, you know, like the Nürburgring, Silverstone, maybe, or not in the US, maybe on some it'd be cool, wouldn't it, to have like a race at Indianapolis or Long Beach. I think they did a race at Long Beach. Circuit of the Americas, of course. There's an abandoned station we're going through right now. But yeah, Formula E is not really my cup of tea, to be honest. To me, it just doesn't feel like proper racing, because it's not on racetracks. Like, around the streets is fine, but I don't want a whole calendar full of street circuits made up. It just feels a bit lazy. Like, why? Put it on some racetracks at least, you know. But there you are, that's just my view on it. Alright, here we go. Anyway, sometimes they treat like Formula E like a retirement school for F1 drivers who got dumped from their teams. It's like the Premier League, or footballers from Europe. They go to China or the Chinese Super League or MLS, because they're known as the retirement leagues. Sorrow Trains, hey, good to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it? Wow, nice to see you again. Sanchin, we only have one. We only have Swindon and Oxford as rivals, but not like Tottenham and Arsenal. No, that's true, yes. It should be called the Great Western Railway Rivalry, yes, true. What does Southern's first class offer? I don't know. I'll have a look when we get to, well, next stop is Seaford. I'll have a look. I'll look around first class, if we have a first class coach on board. I presume we do, and I'll have a little peekaboo. I don't usually go and explore the passenger interiors. Does any of you do that? Does any of you explore the passenger compartments? I don't usually do it, really. I don't know why. Maybe I should. Because they're just various details you could discover and be like, oh, that's neat. Didn't think of that. I'm coming up to Haverfield. Okay. Sorrow, I haven't been on one of your streams for a while. I've missed it. Yes, I imagine you have. I believe Sorrow Trains, you were the first one that actually joined one of my streams. The very first person, I remember it. I did the 31 stream, and you were the first person that actually came on and started chatting away. I remember it. God, it was a long time ago though. November, Jesus. Where's the time going? Right, we're here at Seaford. I'm gonna quickly look at the chat. Jason, racing for me has a nice sounding, heart-pounding Mercedes F1 engine. Yeah, obviously the sound of F1. I don't like the current sound. Well, I've got used to it, but I prefer the old F1 cars, the V10s, the V8s. still sound very good today, just as they were back then. There we go. We made it to Seaford. Hooray! We made it. Sorrow, I've explored Great Western Railway HST because it's some of the nicest first class in England. They did update it first class, didn't they, on most of the all train interiors in real life. I don't know what they are like now. Well, not the HST because they don't run on Great Western Railway anymore. Joshua, yeah, don't know why. Jason, I do like using the Class 08 is good. This is very good actually. It's a good little loco to do a lot of shunting, of course. You could do a pretty good. Weirdly enough, I'd happily spend an afternoon trundling around a goods yard with the 08 on Tees Valley or on Transpennine. Actually, you can get quite a lot. It takes up quite a bit of time. Then you might think, like, you look at the services and then like, 4 services here or 11 services there, and you think, oh, that's not enough. But actually, the length of the services are very long. Now, I was going to have a look around on board, wasn't I? Is this even first class? Like, I have no idea. Is this first class? This is a first class seat, everyone. That's first class for you. It doesn't even have plug sockets, so you can't charge your phone or anything. I wonder if it has an onboard Wi-Fi. Does it have onboard announcements? Oh yeah, look, it has a little onboard screen. Seaford, got a police car going by. Probably due to the protests in London, I imagine, or in Brighton. Alright. Come on. Ooh, hello. Magically closed. It's Harry Potter. Right, okie dokie. Wait for service at 11:24. We're not going to do that. Thank you very much. Let's take a look. November flies by. Yes, it does, Sarah Trains. What's your favourite F1 team? Favourite F1 team? I quite like Haas, actually. I do like Haas. I'm not going to be on. I will be honest. I do like the way Haas run as a team. My uncle actually works in Formula 1, making parts for, of course, what was known as Force India, and there actually is a Haas employee where he works making parts in the machine shop. And I went there, I think, a couple of years ago, and see him making the parts, and it's unbelievable the amount of precision needed to craft those parts, and in quite a lot of quite a few numbers too. You know what? I want to do another one. I might squeeze one more in. What should we do? Oh, sugar. What am I doing on that? Wrong one. I can squeeze one more in. Went to Seaford, didn't we? Yes, we did. We should go from Eastbourne to Brighton. Yeah, it's a good idea. Eastbourne. There we go. 12:09 maybe. That'll do. Yes, please, that. Thank you, game. Go on. Come on, game. Cool, I'll do that. One more. I haven't done one from Eastbourne yet. Prema. No, not this season. Next season, no need a miracle, I think. A couple of years maybe. Jason Burton, this Christmas time is 6 months, so I don't. God, half a year to my birthday. Atro, I like the current V6 hybrids and F1. Yeah, alright. Certainly from an engineering perspective, they're fascinating pieces of engineering, no question. Alright, let's fire up. There's another train leaving, I think. Yep, that means we're not going to get priority. Oh dear. That probably means I'm going to be stuck behind him. if he's doing an all-stop service. Cool. So, you know, I haven't played Train Sim in around 3 months. Wow. I brought the Shunter on MSB, which I remembered being excited for. I'm glad you didn't. There's not much offering there from the Shunter, which apparently is going to get a bit of an update an upgrade in terms of services and the scenarios. Weirdly, still no date for that. They've been very quiet about that since they announced it on their forums. Jason, the first class looks a bit basic. It does actually. Yeah, I agree. Do you stay in America? No, I don't. Wish I had a house in America, but actually maybe not at the moment. Over Train doesn't have announcements, which is a shame. No. Well, would be nice if the Underground got some announcements. Apparently that's not going to get any. That might be a bad turn off for someone. People won't like that. Right, the first stop is Polgate at 12:17. 12:17. Yeah, we might see on our travel the rail tour service. Be interesting to see which train is conducting that service. So have they updated the destination displays on the front and side of 377? Yeah, I believe there was a bug for it. And I think they fixed it. Well, certainly from what I can tell, because all the destination displays on mine work. They work fine. So, yeah. HO, the first class and stuff looks terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. It's pretty bad. You can tell why Southern has a bad record. Excuse me. Side planes are Southern's first class, nothing special. In London there are some unmarked first class, which means you can sit in the first class seat with a standard ticket. That is true. Okay. Imagine if BWT Racing Point with the copycat Mercedes wins the 2020 World Constructors Championship. Oh, it'd be quite funny, but that'll be kind of a nice-ish story, I suppose. That team who've gone through all the different names on the door, so to speak. You know, Minardi, Jordan, Midland, Spiker, Force India. And it will be Aston Martin next year as well. So the pink cars will be no more, which is quite sad actually. I do quite like the pink Panthers, or now pink Mercedes, on the grid. Adds a bit of colour to the grid. Oh damn it! I knew we'd get a red signal. You better brake in time. Ooh, I don't know actually. Yeah, it should be okay. I'll stop here for a moment. Thank you for doing streams. Oh, no worries. They have homemade mince pies and Morrison's where I live. Homemade mince pies, very nice. Jimmy, how are you doing? Thank you. I'm doing alright. Saro, congrats on the 500 subs, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, let's go. And speaking of F1, I'm going to get the new game, the F1 2020. Before any of you say, "Oh, will you do a My Team career mode on the channel?" I'm not. Sorry. I just don't have the time to put it all together. I'm being honest. I just don't have time. Because, you know, I've got to think, you know, I've already got, you know, Train Sim World stuff, you know. And I just wouldn't have the time to put one all together. I'm being honest. I only have I know it sounds a bit petty that I only have 3 days off, but I like to make most of my weekend not doing YouTube stuff. If that, I hope you can understand that, but it'd be, you know, it'd be nice to me just to play games that's not associated with making content or this and that, because it feels like it's a bit of a chore really, rather than an enjoyment. So no, I won't be doing that. I might do something on F1 2020, maybe some laps with the new Michael Schumacher classic cars, maybe. That's more quicker and easier to make. But the My Team stuff I won't be able to do. I think it would just take too much time really. Have you been to Buckingham Palace? Yes, I have. Sadly, the Queen didn't let me come in for a cup of tea. Wouldn't it be cool if you were part of the royal family? You don't have to worry about anything. Actually, yeah, get the Queen to play Train Sim World. Get her to go online on Fortnite with a PlayStation. Wouldn't that be cool, wouldn't it? You're online one night and you're playing whatever game, and you just hear a member of the royal family just come on the chat and say, "Hey everyone, I'm Prince this or Princess that or Duchess this or Queen that," you know. You think, God blimey, it's the royal family. I'll be making the headlines in 5 seconds flat. Anyway, we're approaching Polegate at 12:17. Jason, I currently have F1 2019 on Xbox One X, so do I. Haven't touched it in ages, I must admit. I've kind of gone off a bit of F1 for games, to be honest. I don't know, it just kind of feels the same-ish after release, to be honest. I lose a bit of interest very quickly. I prefer playing games like Forza or Gran Turismo, the kind of real, you know, ish simulator and all that stuff, you know. I don't know why. I mean, I love Gran Turismo Sport, there's no question. I'm a bit of a car photography geek. And yeah, I do like car photography, must admit. And I love online racing, particularly esport, well, kind of esport stuff. I do get quite competitive, not gonna lie. I'm alright at it. I'm not the best driver, but I'm not one that crashes and ruins people's races. I feel bad doing that. Sorry, only have F1 2016 low. Well, that's alright, it's still alright, isn't it? Saro, I'm quite intrigued about Train Sim 2. I also want to do a dovetail stream, talk about how they choose the routes, because I want to hear the plans for 50-mile routes. 50-mile routes. They'll try and dive that question, I can see it. And I bet you they'll come up with some perpetuously long, complicated excuse as to why they pick this 20-mile route over this 50-mile awesome sounding route. They'll come up with something. I could see it. I'm keen to know who the new community manager is going to be. I'm really keen to see who it is. Because I think they... I wonder if Dimitri left because of TSW2. I wonder. Maybe he was trying to voice the community's opinions about what, you know, how Dovetail's business practices are when it comes to Train Sim World as a franchise. I wonder if that might have something to do with it. I wouldn't be at all surprised, because he was just as passionate for the game as you know, of course, Mr. Matt Pedalston is. So of course, it's different for Matt because he's a long-time member of the company. So, and of course, his charisma and character obviously brings a lot of people to Train Sim World or Train Simulator franchise. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Jamie, when are you doing a next live stream? Whenever I do one. Atro, when the F1 2020 game and red flags, or let's see red flags in the game. I'm not sure, they haven't spoken about red flags. I don't think they are bringing it to the game. Mainly because the AI is not stupid enough to create any red flags, which is a bit annoying really. I like the AI on racing games to be a bit clumsy now and again, you know, cause some big pile-ups and spectacular crashes and all this stuff. Because to see practically every single race you play with, you know, 19 or 18 drivers finishing and 2 drivers blowing up with engine issues, it's not very realistic really. I'd like to see a bit more motion in the AI mainly, which is, I'm sure, is a difficult thing to make, I'm sure. I need to get up to speed. Jason, I think the Queen has a retro console. Probably. The Queen vibing on her Game Boy. That's true. I haven't. You know what I still have? I still have my PSP. I found it and it works. And actually, I must admit, the games on that are pretty good. I got Star Wars Battlefront, Gran Turismo. That's the only games I could find. I've got Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories. And to be honest, for its age, it is really. I didn't buy the PS Vita, which I'm regretting, because that's probably worth a bucket load of money now on eBay and stuff. But wow, it's yeah, the PSP, all the games work. Can even connect to the internet with it. I couldn't believe it. Unreal. Anyway, we're approaching Berwick at 12:22. Right, just get off the brakes a little bit. How long is our train? 6 carriages, I think. It's quite long. I think next time I go on Eastcoastway, I want to know when that extremely long train is at Brighton. That 12-car one or whatever, however long it is. Because that's quite interesting, huh? Because most of the time it's sat at a platform dead, and every time I stream it, it's always there. So it'd be interesting to have a look at that one day. Jason, I have Forza Horizon 2, 3 and 4, and I'm still on Need for Speed Heat for EA Access. I'm not a fan of Need for Speed. I've kind of lost interest in Need for Speed. I think most people have really. It's kind of gotten out of control, I think. Forza Horizon, yeah, it's alright. I have Forza Horizon 3. I was going to get Forza Horizon 4, but I don't know, just I didn't feel up for it. I don't know why. Sorrow, I had Forza Horizon 2 on my old Xbox 360. It was an amazing game for its time. Even I had that. Airtro took the simulation away. Oh, sorry, I'm missing. God, chat's going mad. Are you going to get Project Cars 3? I feel like Codemasters buying Slightly Mad Studios made Project Cars 3 arcadey and took the simulation away. Oh, I didn't even know Codemasters brought them, but no, probably not. No, I don't think I will. What was that I just went by? Was that another train? Obviously it was, because I couldn't see. I was too busy looking at the chat. Age over Nintendo Switch is what the PS Vita should have been. I agree. The PS Vita was overpriced. Wait, there we go. So over 12 cars are the ones that go to London. That's where they're sat dead half the time. I see. The long one at Brighton goes to London, Victoria. Ah, I see. Brighton services to Brighton to London, Victoria. Forza Horizon 4 is on the Ultimate Game Pass. Oh, okay. Sorry trains, I only have PlayStation, so sadly I can't get Forza. I must admit that when the PS5 was announced, I suppose, the look of the console, they announced Gran Turismo 7. Oh my god, I am so gonna get that game. I love Gran Turismo. Adore it. The attention to detail is just sensational, and I feel as though that game has a more of a soul. Like, you know, if there's a good example like Christmas time, you hear Christmas songs in the main menu. You don't get that of many games. It shows you that the developers in Japan care very much about their little baby that is Gran Turismo. And my god, you know, they showed so much off, which is surprising. Even in the announcement trailer, it wasn't just gameplay. They were on about the menus and the details and, you know, tuning and the graphics of the menus. It was unbelievable. It reminded me a lot of like Gran Turismo 4 on the PS2, which is one of the best games of all time from a driving perspective, as well as from PlayStation's commercial point of view. But yeah, Gran Turismo 7, whenever that releases, I am 100% gonna get that. And I hope they continue doing the free updates too to Gran Turismo 7, because that is a very kind gesture that they do, because quite easily they can charge these DLC packs I imagine quite a bit of money with the quality that they pump into it. You know, free tracks, cars and features, you know, career modes and all sorts. You know, other companies would put a price tag on it, but not Gran Turismo. They let them be free on PS4, and I give them a lot of credit for that, even though it's not, you know, all the some cars that are not in the game that people want, or some tracks that people want. You know, the fact they give them to you for free, respect to them. Respect to them. No, surprised. Not surprised we can't take it to London. No, of course not. Looking forward to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm not a fan of the time period, the Viking kind of thing. It's not my style really. I kind of liked ancient Egypt. What was it called? Assassin's Creed Origins, wasn't it? Yeah. I like that. Well, I've gone miles over the route here. I'm gonna be. That's that bollocksed up. Oh well. Apologies. I think my favourite Assassin's Creed games were Black Flag. I liked a lot. I like Syndicate, obviously in London, and Origins. I liked Origins. The PS5 looks like a Wi-Fi router, and the Xbox Series X looks like a toaster. No, the Xbox Series X looks like a bin. That's what it looks like. It's been compared to a bin at times. Sarah Trains, I'd call this Series X a bloody mini fridge. Yeah, I've seen a lot of memes with mini fridge. And the other train to Brighton you were on about goes to Portsmouth Harbour. I see. Jason, Assassin's Creed. I've already completed Assassin's Creed Robertson. Oh, okay. Yes, to go to Portsmouth, Southampton, Littlehampton, Bognor Regis. Wow, you know a lot about this route. Sarah Trains, you don't go on this route at all much, do you? Do you live in the area? I don't know. Go, go, go. Oh, here's a question for you all. I've always wanted to ask this. I've just popped into my head. What is the... I don't know how to explain it. What would be the best route, in your opinion, in terms of traffic? You know, the amount of services that's going on. What do you think is the best, in your personal opinion? And also, what is the best station in the game that is best to what's the word? A train spot, in your opinion? Because that's quite interesting, because some people do tend to just literally load up a route, you know, and go to a station or a particular spot on the route and just train spot all afternoon and watch the trains going by, because especially routes that have extra services added on, because obviously that increases the busyness on the route. Keen to know what interested. For me, I'll give Brighton a shout out, and Paddington springs to mind. Huddersfield, I think, is a good one. Maybe what station on Tees Valley? Probably Middlesbrough, wouldn't it? Yeah, Middlesbrough, because most of the freight traffic runs through Middlesbrough, doesn't it? I was going to say Darlington, but it's mostly passenger stuff, and not many either, to be honest. Okay, next stop is Lewis, 12:33. Alright, I'll have a little look. Western was multiplayer, probably play with vehicles and multiplayer. I have the Brighton to Portsmouth line. Saro trains, on my knowledge of Haven Railway is very grand. Oh, I see. Jason, have you seen the KFC gaming console? It's got true 4K. Joshua, the German routes, the best station to transport is most certainly in the recent German routes. Well, in terms of traffic, it's Great Western Express using your cheat to get extra services because it makes it much busier. That probably makes it the busiest route in the game. Huh. Whoa, I'm going way over top. Oh my god, do we need to brake? Jesus Christ. Brake. I couldn't, I forgot about the, what's it called? Oh, the rail tour service. I've completely forgot about that. Have we gone past it? Is it still in the station? I have no idea. I know it's around about this time. Sugar break. Let me have a look. I need to have a little peekaboo. Is it here? No, it's not. Not here. Well, we early? We must have missed it. We can't have gone far. It's only going to respawn. Somewhere where there's plenty of thrash from a 37. Right, favourite station is Lewis. Very surprising from you, A-Trail. I thought you were quite like an American station, maybe like Jamaica or something. Lewis, interesting. Imagine Clapham Junction, if that was in the game, it would fry it. That's true. It just starts at 12:44. Oh, we're only over 10 minutes out. Bucker. Shame wasn't a service that could see it. Never mind. Next stop is Farmer at 12:40 PM. 4.4 miles. Whoa, we're going over the speed again. I'm gonna get a bad scoreline because of this. There we go. If a patient gets Apple to play with you, right? A-Trail and Hagen HBF. Oh, Hagen HBF, yeah. Do you like fish and chips? I do like fish and chips, yes. Love cod and chips. Glorious. Not just from the supermarket, but from a fish and chip shop. Can't beat that at times. Right, here's another question for you all now. This might be a tricky one. Now it depends where you live, like which country, either the UK or the United States or maybe Germany. That's currently on the game, and Canada as well. What route would you like to see in the game, and why? Now don't just say, oh, I like this route because it's near my house. No, we don't want that, because I've heard that millions of times. Now be honest and be realistic here as well. Be realistic. Don't go all outlandish and say, oh, I want the East Coast Main Line, happy days. Be realistic, because this is Train Sim World. What route that you like would you like to see in the game that is realistically possible, a realistic possibility to be seen in the game? I'll give you a bit of time to think while I'm concentrating on my driving. It would be nice for us to all go crazy and say, oh, let's just have the whole East Coast Main Line, but this is Train Sim World and we're not going to get those full routes probably for quite a long time, so we're going to be a bit realistic. It could be part of a big route, it could be a little route, it could be a big-ish route. And also what era as well. Would you like it to be modern? Historic? You know, I was interested. Now, I'd be honest, I quite like an older... I know you probably hate me for this, and some people do hate me gonna say this, and I know. I quite like an historic route, I'm not gonna lie. I do like the historic stuff more. It just feels more unique to me, because it's in a particular time period, you know, with particular locomotives that we're never going to experience again, or never even see. For some of us, never see or experience in our lives. So I prefer the historical stuff, because I just find it more interesting, not just in the, you know, the way the railway was, the various routes was run, but obviously the locomotives, and also the atmosphere and the overall scenery that surrounds the tracks. You know, very interesting. I find. You know, that's why I like the Assassin's Creed stuff, because it's a step back in time, and it's very, very interesting. You know, why read about history stuff when visually you could see it? You know, I quite like that idea. 2.1 miles to go to Farmer. We're practically just about running to schedule. Right, let's have a look. God, that's gone bonkers, isn't it? Joshua does a 377 service where you can see it, but I can't remember which one. Oh, fair enough. Jason Pizza has to be spicy meat feast. Jason, I would like to see more seaside routes with the Wary lines and the Bitton lines. I think Basingstoke to Bournemouth would be a good route. A suggestion on the forum page a few months ago. 30 upvotes, so clearly clearly people agreed with me. Yeah, I think that will be quite an interesting one, actually, going to Bournemouth. Well, I've been to Bournemouth, and it's quite a good little route there, I'm not going to lie. And it's quite busy too. Quite a lot of people do use that route most year round, actually, not just for the tourism perspective. Extension to Penzance. Yeah, one to Penzance. Yeah, I think one in the southwest of England would be quite nice. I'd quite like to see Penzance in the little Cornwall area, like Penzance to like Truro or something, with the very iconic St Ives. The branch line that goes to St Ives, that is a very iconic route. Oh, another train in the tunnel. Whee! Right, we've got Falmer coming up. Because Great Western, where we need some love. Jamie says Aberdeen to Penzance. Yeah, like we're gonna get that. I don't even think you can do that on Train Simulator, I don't think. Because that's like, what, over 1,000 miles, close to 2,000 miles. So, bloody hell, if you want to create that would take a long time to make. And you need a game engine that can run for all that time. Because if you want to do one single run to Aberdeen to Penzance non-stop, that's going to take you pretty much the best part of a day. It'll be a good one for a charity live stream, but I don't think you could ever do Aberdeen to Penzance. Ever. Jason would like to see a mixture of modern and old routes. That's a good call. Tyler, I'd like to see London, St Pancras to Leicester. Not sure how long it would be though. I'd like to see modern London Underground Waterloo and City Line because it's very unique and the second oldest line in the network and it makes it extremely easy to make. That's true. Just something American. BNSF stuff. Paul Wazowski. UY or URY WY. Okay. Whatever that means. I locked the doors. I did not. Next stop is Brighton 1246, where this service terminates and where this stream will terminate as well. Sour Trains. What a historic route. Definitely love Exeter to Paynton. This beautiful route and runs by the sea for a large section. This would be an excellent route to introduce steam into the game. Yes, the Riviera. I was about to say the Riviera line. Yeah, in the 50s. Yeah, I've seen that. That comes up quite a lot. Not just on people's minds, but also for sale. Dovetail love putting that route on for sale. Riviera line in the 50s. I don't know why. Minecraft. Hello. I would like them to do the Victoria line, Waterloo and City line. Don't mind what year. Fair enough. Jason, with a route like that, I want tea on tap. Tyler Medicine says Nottingham to Lincoln. Just thinking what other things could be done. I quite like to see. I'd like to see the Eurostar one day. Or maybe I quite like to see a route in Japan in Tokyo. There's a good line in Tokyo I saw on the forums a couple of weeks ago. There's a beautiful map running through the centre of Tokyo as a subway line or something, and I like the idea of that. And I think if Dovetail made a route in Asia, I think it will have to be Tokyo or in Japan. That will unlock a lot of potential, not just from a business perspective, but I think for the game's future as well. It will bring a whole new shed load of fans on board. And actually, now speaking of it, now that they've got the German train high-speed stuff up and running on TSW2, there's a good chance we could see other high-speed trains, you know, like the TGV or the bullet train, of course. Also, I quite like to see Virgin Trains make an appearance with the Pendolino. Because I don't know why. There's something about the Pendolino with the Virgin Trains livery that gets me thinking. Yeah, I think whatever route with that's going to be good. It's a shame Virgin Trains lost the Eastcoastway license. I don't know how good they were from a passenger perspective, but whether they were reliable or good customer satisfaction. But it was a bit sad that they've lost that, because I haven't seen any Virgin Trains in real life for quite a while since they lost their license. I think a route in Scotland as well would be quite nice. Scottish Highlands. That would be a beautiful route, scenic route. That will be lovely. Ooh, we got train going there. Is that passing Brighton, is it? No, of course it's not. What am I on about? It's not Brighton, we're not there yet. That was London Road. Here we are approaching Brighton, 12:46. Oh, we're quite early. It's nice for a change. Take a view outside the cab. That's got to be one of the nice vistas in Train Sim World. I mean, I know it's a shed load of houses, but look at it. Really nice. The iconic London Bridge Viaduct, I should say. Yeah, but Pendolinos in general, I would love to see that. I'm not gonna lie, but I quite like the Pendolinos over the HST. Sorry. There's just something about it that it makes me feel, yeah, that's gonna be a cool train to drive. There's a train leaving another 377 leaving Brighton. I think that's the bonkers long one, actually, funny enough. Is it actually? Yeah, it is actually. Bye bye. That was good timing. That's the one that's pretending, is it, to go to London Victoria? What a shame we can't drive it. Let's have a look at the thing. Alright. Let's go. Oh god, zoom in, you bugger.